Hello, everyone. We have another Math Olympiad question. In this question, we're given x squared minus x cubed equals 12, and you're required to find the value of x. So let's solve this question. We will combine all the terms. We're gonna start solving this question. We will by combining all the terms on the left side of the equation, which means that x squared minus x cubed minus 12 will be equal to 0, because when you just bring this 12 or take away 12 from each side of the equation. Okay, in here, you're gonna look at the 12. You need to split the 12 into pieces that you can work out with this power of the x's. This is the logic in all Math Olympiad questions. So in this case, x squared minus x cubed is gonna stay as is, but 12, you can write 12 as negative 4 minus 8 equals 0. So which means x squared minus, so this was supposed to be x cubed. Let's fix that. I'm gonna fix it in here, x cubed. So instead of 4, I'm going to put 2 to the power of 2 to show you. Instead of 8, I'm gonna put 2 to the power of 3. From here, so what we have, let's combine the exponent terms next to each other so that you can see clearly. I mean, this is gonna be 2 squared minus x cubed minus 2 cubed is equal to 0. We have here x squared minus 2 squared in parentheses. Let's put it in parentheses, minus, if you will take a parentheses, this will be x cubed plus 2 cubed equals again 0. On the left side, what do we have? On the left side, we have differences of 2 squares. The formula for differences of 2 squares is, let me write it down over here. A squared minus b squared is equal to, I will just write it down here, a plus b times a minus b. For a cube and b plus b cube, what is the formula? A cube plus b cube is a plus b, okay, times a squared minus ab plus b squared. So in this case, if you will continue solving the steps, in the first term, for the first term, you can say it's x not squared anymore, x plus 2 times x minus 2, because I just showed you that it's coming from the difference of 2 squares, minus. For the x cubed plus 2 cubed, what we can write is x plus 2 times x squared minus 2x plus 4 will be equal to 0. Let's continue. So in here, as you can see that we have x plus 2 common in both these terms. So what we can do, we can just, I'm just gonna keep writing the problem in a different pen here, because this moment, the problem, it's kind of getting into new stage. I just want you to see that x plus 2 is common. So I'm going to get a x plus 2 parentheses here. So let's open parentheses. And what we have from leftover from the first term, we have x minus 2, but in parentheses. Okay. Then minus the second term over here, which is x squared minus 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. So we have x plus 2, and over here inside of the parentheses, if you will just distribute this negative sign, you will see that this is going to be negative x squared plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. Then we will continue in here. X plus 2. Okay. And we have, let's combine the terms in here. Negative x squared. X squared is only by itself. X plus 2x is, that gives us 3x. Negative 2 minus negative 4, that gives us negative 6 is equal to, again, 0. So now we have our two parts of the equation. So we can say that x plus 2 is equal to 0. Then from here, we can find the value of x as negative 2. On the other side of the problem, we have negative x squared plus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. So for this, we will, I mean, mostly students, they don't want to deal with the negative number as a coefficient of the x squared. So what you can do, you can multiply or divide each side by negative 1. So let's divide them all by negative 1, negative 1, negative 1, to get rid of the negative exponent on the x squared, which will gives you x squared minus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. In this case, I mean, there are some shortcuts to find the answers, but the shortcuts is not going to work for this. So we will need a formula. You would know the formula. X equals b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. There is a sum for it, right? We can just watch it on YouTube. 2a. So if you will just substitute the values in here for the x, so we will just put the values in here. X equals, here, by the way, what is ABC? You know that the a is the coefficient of x squared, b is the a coefficient of x, and the c is the constant term. So we will just go ahead and start with, in here, we're just going to substitute our negative 3 as b. So this negative comes from formula. Negative 3 squared plus or minus in square root of b squared negative 3 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1. We're looking at here. 1 times c is 6. Okay. Over here, and divided by 2 times 1. Okay. And when you continue, this is the negative b, not the squared, by the way. Let me erase this too. Negative b it was supposed to be. I was looking at it. Okay. So it's 3, and it'll become, when you look at here, it's gonna become 3 plus or minus. Let's bring it a little more down. You do calculations. Negative 3 squared is 9 minus 4 times 1 is 4 times 6 is 24 over 2. So this gives us 3 plus or minus square root of negative 15 over 2. So how do we write our solutions, the values of x for this? So x is equal to 3 plus or minus. If there is square root of negative in the square root, we're just gonna take it out, negative as I, right? This becomes a complex number. There is no real solution for this, over 2. So then we will have to set it up and write the solutions. There are 2 solutions comes out of here. The one value will be x1, we can call, with the positive value of it, which is 15i over 2. And the second one is x2 comes from 3 minus 15i over 2 here. So the third solution, actually it was the first solution we found first, but I will just put it as third. Remember, it was here. So it's going to be negative 2. Let me write this better, negative 2. So we have these solutions for this problem, and we have found 3 solutions for these problems. If you'll just go ahead and substitute, for instance, negative 2 for the value, you will just see that negative 2 squared is 4, and negative 2 squared is 8, but negative 8 times by negative is positive. 4 plus 8 gives you 12. So in this case, in this problem, what this problem was asked in the Math Olympiad in Germany. So again, this is the kind of cliche type of questions in the Math Olympiads. First, you need to again remember how to split question, and then look for the difference of 2 squares. Usually they ask you a cube plus b cube type of a question, and then you will just continue to do the steps. And you will need, the most likely, if you're taking a Math Olympiad question, Math Olympiads, you will need this equation, also the formula negative b plus or minus b square minus 4ac in the square root divided by 2a. This is also needed to solve this kind of questions. Thank you for watching. I wish you good luck in your exams. Hope to see you around.